It's my last day here in Powell River. The seniors are competing, so my senior student, and I really hope she does well. I think she has an amazing package of material. She has very serious things, and then she has one humorous thing, so it shows kind of her all-roundedness, and some things are more, even though they're serious, it's lighter, and then she has a really kind of deep, dark prose from Cannery Row. So anyways, I think she's brilliant and think she'll do wonderful. So hopefully, well, I know she will, but hopefully, yeah, it depends what the competition's like. And so then I'm going out for lunch with them, and her mom asked, oh, do you have a preference? And so obviously I'm not going to be putting up a fuss or anything. So I'm like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. And then, so she's like, oh, how about Costa del Sol? That's where I went for dinner 2 nights ago. But I was like, that sounds perfect. So anyways, I'll probably have the yam tacos again. So I won't be able to vlog between because I'm going to be with them. I'm probably just going to ride in their car with them to there. But yeah, so I'll only check in with you guys after probably everything. So after she competes. But I'll tell you how she did. And yeah, my room tour went up and everyone's like, oh, it's awful. I mean, honestly, I was expecting a whole lot worse. I was expecting like dark walls and like stains on the thing, everything. So honestly, I think they might have painted the walls like just all white in the past year or so, but I don't know. But the thing is, our local festival in Victoria is only in April, so I only find out, everyone only finds out in Victoria who's going to provincials at the end of April versus other cities in the province have their festival in like February. So then they know who's won and then they're going to book in February, whereas we have to wait. And the year before I pre-booked in hopes that one of my students would make it, and one of them did, but not the others, so then I just cut my trip short. I called to say, oh, instead of like the 4 night or 3 nights, I only need 1 night because I only have to go for my one student. But I don't know, I just didn't want to jinx it, even though I'm not that superstitious, but still, I guess I am a little bit. So I didn't this year, but yeah, next year it's in Fort St. John, which is really far away. I'd have to take a plane up there. And actually that was my very first provincials when I went when I was like 12, I guess, was my first time that I competed there. So that's kind of exciting. It'll be interesting to see, not that I remember it too much, but what changes has gone on in the past, like, oh, I don't know, 18 years or so, or 16 years. So if one of my students goes, we'll see. So I really hope my student does really well. The only thing is, if you win your age category, you have to move up. Or then if you're senior, then you just can't compete the next year. So I hope she wins, but at the same time, I don't want to lose her. I don't want her to be like, oh, I won provincials now. Yeah, she could still continue with me, but it's like you don't have that drive, you know. But she may do an exam next year, like just like how there's like dance exams and piano exams. There's also one for theater, so maybe she'll do that. But yeah, so just finishing packing up, and then in about 10 minutes I have to leave and check out. Not sure about my outfit. Ugh, I almost want to wear my black capris. I have like this, but then I was like, if I wear black capris, it almost looks too dark. So I'm going with gray. I don't know, that's what this thing needs, a nice flow-length mirror. There's one that's kind of like this, so I can kind of see, but not the whole look. So I never know if my shoes really look good with my outfit, but oh well. Alright, so finishing packing, and then heading out. So the verdict is, my student won! I am so happy. I think I'm more excited than she is, although I think she's happy too. So now sad part is she can't compete anymore at the provincial level because she's at the top of her category. She can't move up anymore. I'm so excited. So they have, like, tomorrow night is the concert where it's the best, you know, the best of the best. So she got asked to perform, and at first she was like, no, we're not going to be in town anymore. They're spending like a week around here, but like about an hour away. And then I was like, this is your last time ever. You can never compete at the provincials anymore. Like, you have to. So she is. And if that's not enough, out of all of the drama performances, there's an extra award for the single best Canadian piece. So it can be from any level, the juniors, intermediates, and seniors. And there are actually, even the seniors, there were quite a lot of Canadian pieces. Actually, the boy who got second place, his scene was a Canadian piece. But my student won it for one of her Margaret Atwood pieces. And it was one piece that we actually chose in March on spring break, and I was like, Okay, and our festival, our competition is at the end of April. I'm like, we're a month away. We have to make a decision. I'm like, let's just choose something. And it's, yeah, the judge in Victoria loved it as well. And yeah, I'm so excited. So she got a medal and she's, oh, I'm so happy for her. And yeah, it was a tight race between the first, second, third place, I think. But what pulled her ahead was the technique that she shows with her breathing and her enjambment, kind of run on lines, and just how she has developed her breath support over the years. So I think that's what set her apart from the second place. So I am the proudest teacher ever. I am so happy. And they're such a great family. So yeah, we went to Costa del Sol, and I had the exact same, the yam tacos. I can't say that. So happy. So it's about 3:30 now. I'm taking the 5:15 ferry back home. Well, back to the island, then driving 3 hours. So I think by 4:15 I'll probably go to the ferry terminal. So I'm still an hour ahead. Maybe a little early, but I'm just gonna pop into Save on Foods here and grab something and use their washroom to change into shorts. And then text everyone I know saying my student won. No, I'll text Dan, and then one of my fellow teachers, I'll text her as well. And yeah, she was the teacher of the student who won yesterday's, the intermediate category. So we got lots of winners in Victoria. So I'm so happy. Yes, she deserved it though. But it's funny, every time she sat down, her sister and I, we'd be like, oh, you were too quick, that was too fast, you didn't do this. So we didn't try to build her down, but well, I was being more nice. I was like, well, you could have lingered a little bit longer on those pauses, but you know, what's done is done. But she still won. Oh, so happy. So I'm like sweltering in this car, so I need to get out. And then I may just check in, like go into the parking lot and then walk a little bit to go to a beach or something. We'll see. So now I'm waiting, not even in line for the ferry yet, just waiting to wait for the ferry. Yes, and it looks like the parking lot's almost full, so it's not even 3:45, and it's a 5:15 ferry, so I hope I get on it, because then the dogs are by themselves, and we will see if I'll get on the 5:15, hopefully. Oh wait, we're okay. Was a ferry leaving somewhere else earlier, so they're all lining up now on the route to go to that ferry. So whew, thank God, almost freaked out for a second. So I mean, I'm like 2 hours early, but just hanging out in the sun. Now I'm just exploring on foot and seeing what I see. It's actually nice and close by. I've been walking for like, what, 3 minutes, and I'm already kind of one street down, but right up there from the Costa del Sol. And I'm pretty sure in the next block I saw a bakery. So, let's see that. Although I wish I wore different shoes. I'm having my Just Fab flats, which aren't the most comfortable walking long distance at the back. But that's okay. I have different driving shoes, my sneakers, so. I swear I saw a sign for a bakery somewhere. I'll go one more block and then I'll go up to the main stretch and walk there. But here you can see the water in the back. Okay, wow. So I walked far. Well, it's just all close. But now we're at the beach where I went and had ice cream yesterday. And went for lunchtime before. So it's the newer area where there's like the not thrifty, but like a Safeway and Save on Foods, Walmart, and all that stuff. But this is kind of the old stretch of road. This is what, Marine Avenue? Yeah, and the other one is on Joyce. Now it's like I live here. I was looking at the Tree Frog Bistro, but being on the west coast, most of the stuff was seafood, so not for me. 4:15 now, I'm just walking back. I just started freaking out. I'm like, what if it goes early? What if they put an extra one and I'm not there? Everyone's gonna be going around my car. I don't know, just freaking out. But I just want to be in the vicinity, so if something happens, I'm there. Okay, nothing happened. We're still okay. But just in case. My car's still there, all the other cars are still around it. But yes, but I will now just enjoy some sun time. I did come somewhat early. Now we're about half an hour away from when it leaves, but about 15 minutes when we are gonna board. And I hear people saying, or like the people at the ticket place saying that people aren't gonna make the 5:15, so that sucks. There is, I think, at 8 o'clock or something, but depending how far you have to go, if you have to drive another 3 hours, then that gets you home pretty late. I'll get home at 10, but yeah, I wouldn't want to get home only at like 1 a.m. So it's 6 o'clock now on the ferry, and I'm just gonna have my dinner from Save On Foods. I picked up an apple and a quinoa salad, and then just driving home. So that's gonna be it for my Powell River vlogs, because yeah, when I dock I just have a 3-hour car ride home, and then getting to see my babies, my dogs. Dan was looking after them, and yesterday Chloe seizured twice in a day, and then the day before once, so I don't know. I'm happy that we have our appointment next week, because I'm just so worried about her. So I'm happy to be home to see them soon. But yeah, so thanks for checking out Powell River with me, and I'm so happy with how things went. My junior student did very well. I'm proud of her, and my senior student, well, I'm still so excited. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.